Hotel World, this your brother Matthew Daniels, Ampu, the chosen few, the real bookworm. Not a bookworm, the real bookworm. And as always, may your name live on forever and may your memory never die. Hotel. I got a question. I want to pick y'all brain, see how y'all think, see if y'all think like me. Does success mean rich? Does being successful equate to having a lot of money in the bank? Does being successful amount to having a lot of physical and material possessions? Can a person be successful and broke? Right? Can a person have success and not have much money in the bank? Think about what I'm asking, right? Because a lot of times a person's perception of success, okay, when tied to money, material possessions, and physical things, right? When a person's idea of success is tied to that, a person can inadvertently feel unsuccessful in life, although they have a lot that they should be proud of. And they have accomplished a lot and they have been successful in a lot of different arenas in life. And when you boil success down to money, clothes, cars, jewelry, shoes, things like that, material possessions, right? Material physical possessions and monetary gain. When you devalue success to that degree, you inadvertently put yourself in a situation where you may feel depressed, you may feel like you're ineffective at life, and you may not appreciate the blessings that you already have. I say no. Success does not mean rich. Being successful does not equate to how much money you have in your bank. Think about it. You may be addicted to drugs. I was once addicted to drugs in my life, man. I smoked weed. I popped X pills. I popped Xanax pills. I smoked wet, the embalming fluid, the PCP, right? I've done all of that. I've drunk. Well, I've never really drunk heavily, but I have drunk a lot, and I have drunk to the point to where I was vomiting and throwing up. Okay, and I've been so caught up in drug addiction that I have done illegal things to acquire the drugs. Now, you have some people, they may be like, oh, all I do is smoke weed and pop pills. I don't smoke crack, or I don't do heroin, or I don't do meth, and they exclude their drug addiction from being drug addiction because it is not the harder drugs that's out there. But I've been addicted to drugs, and some of you may have too. And you may have kicked your drug addiction like I have. I'm no longer addicted to anything. I don't do any sorts of drugs at the moment. Well, over-the-counter drugs, aspirin, Tylenol, things of that nature, but I don't do any drugs at the moment. I was able to kick my drug addiction. And can I say that I was successful in defeating my drug addiction? Can you say that you were successful? You could have been the type of person to where you would do any and everything for your next hit, any and everything for your next high. And now you're clean and sober, but you may not have $1 million in the bank. Are you successful? Did you succeed at kicking the habit? And should you be proud of yourself for kicking the habit? Yes. Yes. Don't let someone tell you that because you don't have $1 million in the bank that you are not successful. And don't fool yourself into believing that. You may be the type of individual that you always told yourself, when I have children, you know what? When I have kids, I'm going to raise them right. And I may not have graduated. I may not have gotten my GED, but my son, my daughter, they're going to get their diploma and they're going to get their degree in college. And you may have raised a child that actually made it all the way through school and achieved their diploma and achieved a degree where you yourself haven't. So were you successful in raising your child? Yes, 1,000,000 times yes. And you may have raised a child that's better than you. You may have raised a child that's making more money than you. You may have raised a child that has a better car than you. That's nothing to look down on. That's something to be proud of. You were successful at rearing a child, right? And you were successful at getting them through school. Now, you may not have $1 million in the bank, but you set out to make sure that your child graduated where you did not, or maybe you did graduate and you wanted your child to follow in your footsteps. That is a success story as well. So you could have kicked a drug habit and you're successful. You could have raised a high school graduate and you were successful, right? You could have been the type of person that every job you got, you quit. You couldn't hold a job when you were younger. Every job you got, you quit, or you got fired, or you got rolled up, so, over and over and over again, and every job you had was bad. Every job you had ended bad, but the job that you're on right now, you may have been there 5, 6, 7 years straight with no problems. That's success. That's successful because you have succeeded in that arena that you were trying to be successful in. We have to stop equating success with money. And even if you watch my videos and you hear me talking about achieving your dreams and becoming successful, acquiring your goals, following your heart, following your ambitions, I'm not saying that everybody is trying to get rich, and if you're not rich, you're nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're addicted to drugs, right? And you no longer want to be addicted to drugs, then you do everything in your power to kick the habit. If you have a child that you want to graduate, you do everything in your power to see that child graduate. If you want to maintain at this job like you never maintained at a job before, you do everything in your power to maintain at that job. That's what I mean by success. That's what I mean by goals and ambition. That's what I'm talking about. What are you trying to accomplish? It's not all about money. And when we fool ourselves into thinking that success equals money, successful equates to monetary gain and how much money we have in our bank account, we'll miss the whole point. We'll miss the whole point and we'll overlook all of our blessings. You may not have a Lamborghini. You may not have a Maybach Benz. You may not have the newest Tesla that came out. But you have a car, and at one point you were walking and you were getting rides from somebody. Yeah, your car may be used. It may not be brand new. It may not be a 2020, right? It may be a 2002. It may be a 2005, but it's yours and you successfully acquired it. Right? Your clothes may not cost $10,000 for a shirt. You know what I mean? Your purse may not cost $500, but you have what you want. Okay? So what you have to learn how to do is reconfigure your mind to understand what success is. Stop fooling yourself into believing that success is money, because success is not money, right? That's not success. Success are the individual things that we accomplish in our lives. You may be the type of individual that every relationship that you had was bad. Every relationship that you had, you cheated on your significant other, or maybe you were the one that was cheated on. You were fighting all the time. It was always arguing. You always had your stuff packed because you were ready to leave. Sometimes you and your spouse, y'all don't talk to each other for 3 days at a time. And in your mind, you may say, I want a healthy relationship. And you may now be in a situation where you and your spouse don't argue. You and your spouse don't fight. Y'all don't try to put each other out. Y'all not yet, son. I'll be finished in just a second. No, not yet. I'll be done in just a second, okay? I love you. And see, you know that. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. And see, and that's my son right now. You know, normally, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Normally, I would edit those parts out of the video, but it goes with what I'm saying right now. I'm not gonna let it out. I'm a father. I'm a loving father. I'm successful because I am there for my children. That is a measure of success for me in my life. When my son says daddy, somebody responds. You feel me? When my son says daddy, somebody responds. But like I was saying, you may want a healthy relationship, and you may be in a healthy relationship, and you and your significant other, y'all may not fight every day. Y'all may not try to put each other out every day, and you were successful. You embrace that and you appreciate that. Remember, success does not equate to being rich, and successful does not equate to how much money you have in the bank. You change your perception on what success is, and you will realize that you are a lot more successful than you thought, and you can acquire much more success in the future, right? What I'm always trying to tell y'all in these videos is you create your reality. That's the key. You create your reality. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Success don't mean rich, or successful don't mean monetary gain. You successful because of where you came from and where you are right now today, no matter where it is. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Matthew Daniels, The Chosen Few, and Poe. The Real Bookworm, not a bookworm, the Real Bookworm. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Matthew Daniels. Go to my page, like my page, everything Matthew Daniels. Find my YouTube channel, The Chosen Few. Few spelled P-H-E-W, and The Chosen Few, all spelled as one word. Reach out to me, all right? May your name, as always, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. Hotel.